Victoriano, 29 years of age, from Imbert in the Dominican Republic, making his second attempt to become a world champion tonight. In the first, he floored the IBF champ Paul Spadafora twice and felt that he won the fight. The judges didn't think he did. Since then, 12 undefeated, and there's a lot of confidence about the camp on what is the biggest night of his career. Here comes Mayweather now. This time he says there's been no hand trouble in the build-up. And we spoke to one of our old mates and one of Britain's big stars of the past, who's working over here now as a trainer, Cornelius Boza Edwards, around the Vegas gyms. He's seen Mayweather and said he looked great, didn't he, in the build-up?
He did. He says he's really been working hard for this fight. Obviously, I think he feels he has something to prove. He wants to be the best he can be, and he's worked accordingly.
Mayweather, who says he has all the fast cars and jewelry that he wants. He eats at the best restaurants, but he says he's never forgotten his roots in Grand Rapids, Michigan, even though he's now a successful young millionaire. But there is this pressure tonight on him, I think, to put on a dazzling display, because he's looked in one or two recent fights as if he's just doing enough to win and no more.
Ladies and gentlemen, the arena here in Fresno, California. This is the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Lightweight Championship of the World. Brought to you by Top Rank Incorporated in association with your king of beers, Budweiser. American Champion Sports and Palace Indian Gaming Center, sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, Chairman Van Gordon Souter, Executive Officer Rob Lynch. The three judges at ringside scoring this bout on the 10-point system will be Lou Filippo, Chuck Hassett, and Jack Woodburn. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Raul Caiz Sr. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of tonight's promoters and HBO Sports, we salute the men and women, the heroes who serve and sacrifice with valor and heroism for the armed forces of the United States of America. And now from Fresno, California, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trimmed with gold and officially weighing 134 pounds. His professional record stands at 39 bouts, 35 victories, including 26 knockouts, with 2 defeats and 2 draws. From Santiago, Dominican Republic, here is the challenger, Victoriano Sosa. And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing gray trimmed with black and weighing in officially at 134 pounds. His professional record is a perfect one, consisting of 29 bouts, 29 victories, including 20 knockouts, and he commands the recognition of being one of the finest pound-for-pound fighters in the world today. From Grand Rapids, Michigan, the two-time world champion, the reigning, defending, undefeated WBC lightweight champion of the world, Pretty Boy, Floyd Mayweather.
I don't care, I'll translate it. Okay. Les di las instrucciones ahí abajo en el vestidor. You had your instructions downstairs. Remember, keep your punches up, suban los golpes, both your turns a little high, and legal blows here. Ahora, dense la mano, shake hands, and good luck to both of you.
This for the classic world lightweight title, held in the past by great names like Jack McAuliffe, who never lost in a 13-year career, Joe Gans, Battling Nelson, Benny Leonard, Bojack, and through to the modern era, Duran, Arguello, Whitaker, Chavez, De La Hoya, not forgetting Britain's Ken Buchanan and Jim Watt. both heroes of Scotland, of course. Floyd Mayweather making his second defense of this WBC lightweight crown at the age of 26. The man who made 8 defenses of the WBC super featherweight title before it. There's some delay here to the start, and I'm not sure why.
Well, I think they need the world title belt for the commission. I think they have to have that in their possession when the fight starts.
That is absolutely ridiculous. They could have done that behind the scenes. Absolutely daft. We're underway now. Floyd Mayweather, some people say he's a great fighter in search of a great fight. He's in the grey trunks here, in with Victoriano Sosa, who says this is his dream fight, the 29-year-old from the Dominican Republic. And I think he'll give it a right good go, judging by everything we've heard from his camp. Whether he has the skills and talent to cope with Mayweather, of course, is quite another question. It's very, very difficult to engage Mayweather in a proper battle, isn't it?
Yes, it is. He's just so good. He can be in and out of range, you know, so quickly, and then, you know, when he's in range, he can hit you with big combinations of punches.
Well, we heard Mayweather pre-fight say this was easy work, which raises the question, has he gone into this a little complacent? Sosa, fast hands. We saw that in the gym this week, and he got there with that left hand there. And look at him talking to Mayweather, trying to goad him on. Mayweather smiles back at him. Mayweather, who was too cautious and conservative for most people's taste last time against Jose Luis Castillo, when he only threw 400 punches in the whole fight, 34 a round, not enough. Needs to do more than that to excite people about him again.
Well, I think this is going to be a different sort of fight, because Sosa is going to go for it. He's going to try and make it a fight.
Danger is, of course, that he walks onto something and plays Mayweather's counter-punching game. But it's a slow start, this, by the champion. Sosa's camp feel that Mayweather's got close to being gun-shy. Good body shots from the Dominican, and he seemed to wince for a moment there. Don't know if one just strayed a bit low, but it certainly registered on the face of Mayweather, that body punch. Sosa's doing well early.
He is doing well, taking the fight to Mayweather, but he's got his hands nice and tight.
He was in a thriller against Lamar Murphy, a former world title contender last time. That ended in a draw, Sosa. But he'd been preparing for Angel Manfredi for 2 months and only got Murphy at the last minute, so it wasn't quite as bad drawing as it sounds.
He's looking for the long body shot, Sosa, having some success.
Cutting right hand as well. And I'll tell you something, Mayweather's having a bit of difficulty coping with his hand speed. He gets him with an own left hook though. Sosa got a bit careless. Again, he shouts across the ring at Mayweather. That was a fascinating opening round. And I think Sosa won it.
Take it down. Keep fighting smart. Go get him out of there. You already knew what you got already.
There's the Black Mamba. Uncle Roger Mayweather, a two-weight world champion in the 1980s and a wonderful character. We've spoken to him a lot this week. He's been doing quizzes with us in the hotel.
But what a good start for Sosa. He did do well there, didn't get caught with anything really, and took the fight to Mayweather.
Good left hook from Sosa there. Mayweather came back with something of his own later in the round.
The right hand got through, but I think he was just a bit off balance and pushed backwards really there, Sosa, in that exchange.
Second round. Mayweather on $1.8 million tonight. Lands with a sharp, fast right hand. Sosa, by the way, on a career best purse, we think, of around $200,000. Which is good work for him, coming in at a month's notice, replacing Raul.